Hey guys, welcome back. Coach Eric from Arizona Muay Thai. Today we're going to focus, lesson number 2, we're going to focus on finding your range. Whether you're a counter fighter or you're an offensive fighter, you're aggressive or non-aggressive, the idea is pretty much the same. What we're going to do, what I'll show you is when you're trying to find your range and your opponent might be taller, they might be shorter, you gotta measure, okay? When you're measuring, you wanna measure to the backhand, the opponent's opposite hand. You don't wanna go across the body and touch their lead hand because now your head is exposed for them to just throw a punch. Notice my footwork when I step in for a jab. Okay, so I'm on the line here, and what I like to do to find my distance is I can throw a single punch or a combination. If I step in for the jab, as my hand's coming back, boom, I go back to where I was standing before. I try not to go further back, because then if my partner doesn't come forward, they stay where they're at, then I miss the opportunity to strike again. It also works when we throw a combination. I'm here, maybe I throw the 1-2 combination. 1-2, I step back. In case the counter comes right off of that combination, I'm already moving back and I'm out of their strike zone. Again, I throw the 1-2, step back, my hands are up, my elbows are tucked in, just in case they try to counter off of that. What happens is, if I throw the 1-2 combination or any combination and I step into it here and I stay, I'm giving my opponent the opportunity to counter and hit me hard or kick me really hard. So when you're thinking about squaring up and you're sparring with your partners, it's very important to find that distance, whether you're, like I said, whether you're a counter fighter or you are aggressive and you're an offensive fighter. So with our partner, this is how we're going to measure. This is how I measure with my partner, so I can find my range and stay just on the outside of their punch, but I'm comfortable either countering or striking first. Okay, my partner's here, I measure. As soon as I can touch their glove, I know that I'm in a range where if my partner steps in right away, I step back, and I'm still in that range where I'm comfortable to counter or strike as they're stepping in, or I'm just keeping the distance because I'm not ready to strike yet. Okay, again, we're touching. My partner touches here, measures. Make sure your shoulders are high and your chin stays tucked in. Again, now my partner's going to step in. I'm going to step back. Okay, I'm going to step in. My partner's going to step back and keep his distance. So I step and they step back. So now I measure. Measuring again, my partner steps in, and I come back, okay? So basically, that is the bare basics of keeping your range, being whether you're gonna be a counter striker or an offensive striker. You don't wanna be here when they step in, okay? Now, he can throw a hook, he can throw a knee, he can throw an elbow. I'm vulnerable for the strikes. Good job. All right, next combination we're going to do, you can do this whether shadow boxing or if you have a partner. The idea now is you notice that your partner is not moving back after they throw a punch. They're just kind of staying there. There's a couple things you can do. You can counter right off of that, or we can pivot to the outside. So my partner's going to throw, let's say they throw a 1-2 combination and they step in. 1-2, I counter outside. I can either throw my left hook to the body or I can counter with the back leg middle kick. Okay? If I step in and I stay, my partner can either step back and counter right away or step and pivot. Okay? So my partner's going to throw again. I move and I pivot. Now I'm ready to load. I'm still within the range. Even though I took a step back, I switched. I can counter with the middle kick, or I can throw the punch. Okay, again, My partner's gonna throw a 1-2. I can counter to the opposite side, and I can throw the knee, or I can throw the number 2 right down the middle. Again, my partner throws a 1-2, I step, and I pivot out, and I can counter with the kick, or I can counter with the number 2. So what I want you guys to practice is with your partner, stepping in and stepping back out. So my partner's gonna throw the 1-2, 1-2, I step out, then I throw the 1-2, 1-2, my partner steps back, my partner steps in with the 1-2, 2, and then I pivot to the outside, and I throw a counter. You don't have to throw the counter, I just want you to get the muscle memory to where when you're backing up, you don't always have to stay straight. You can back up, and then counter to the outside. Either direction works. Just do what you're comfortable with right now, and then we'll build on it from there. As usual, Mighty Tykes, practice the techniques over and over. And if you can find the sloth, send us a message and get a Mighty Tyke ticket. Have a good day.